Welcome back, minors. My name's Amber Johnston, and I'm a counselor here at Student Wellbeing.
And I'm Tracy Kriegel. I'm a counselor here at Student Wellbeing as well. It's time for your morning cup of joe.
So, Tracy, I was thinking about apps, like, kind of the phone, kind for your phone. It seems like these days there is an app for pretty much everything. I have an app on my phone called Ibis Paint that I use to draw pictures and kind of animate. It's really neat. It's very, very detailed. And I have another one that's called Stride Kick, which keeps track of all of my steps and puts me in challenges that I can compete against other people and compete against my friends. And it helps me keep motivated to keep walking. So are there any apps that you use regularly?
Oh my gosh, there's so many different apps. Of course, as my husband would tell you, I'm an Amazon shopper. So
oh yeah, Amazon app is like classic.
The Amazon app is where you find me quite frequently. And, Twitter, Instagram. So I use those apps quite frequently, but we're going to talk about a couple of the apps, later. So I'll leave those for, leave the suspense out there. So I love, meditation and mindfulness. So those are a couple of the apps that I like to just kind of kick into and just relax. And so, yeah, so those are kind of some of the things that I like to, find just ways to do, self-improvement. And, so those are a lot of the things that I like to look for. And, retail therapy.
Retail therapy. I love it.
Social media, but also just things that just help me just center myself and ground myself. So yeah.
Well, right. Today we wanted to kind of go over about mental health apps that students like you guys might find to be a little bit useful and to help you deal with your stress and your anxiety and other mental health symptoms in your lives. There's not a replacement for professional help, but we think that some of these you might find helpful tools in your everyday life. So,
totally agree.
Tracy, you want to list off the first one for us?
Yeah, so the first one is called Habitica. So if you've not heard of Habitica, it's an app to reinforce healthy habits and goal setting, which is something we all need in life, is goal setting, right?
Right.
But it's set up to be similar to an RPG game.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, right? So you can select pre-made goals like drinking enough water or make your own based on things that you need to get done in your own life.
Right.
So we all know there's things that we need to get done that maybe we don't do, but we need to get them done. So you get points and advanced levels for doing real world tasks. Thank God for things we need to get done. So this is great for those who are good at rule following, which maybe not all of us are, but maybe need to be. But it may fall flat for those that artificial rewards don't work as well. Overall, the concept's pretty neat. I like the 8-bit style of the characters, and you can team up with friends to battle monsters and earn gold, and you can use to buy rewards, including real-world rewards like getting to watch a certain movie or eat your favorite dessert. So,
Yes. The Habitica is really good if you want something that's just kind of like a little lighthearted game to play to help you stay motivated. But some people kind of struggle with that idea of, I control the rewards. Why can't I just go ahead and cheat and give myself the reward anyway? So for those of you who struggle with that, that may not be the app for you. But for those of you who are really good at setting and setting goals and following through and playing a game that's kind of fun in order to keep track of that, you may really enjoy this app.
Right. So yeah. So, rule followers, they're going to go for it. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The next app is Finch. And Finch kind of reminds me about the Tamagotchi pets from the late 90s.
Oh, those were so
the
cool.
little pets that were on keychains that you had to feed and stuff.
Love those guys.
Finch is kind of like that. You basically have this adorable little customizable bird that you care for by completing self-care tasks. So, and I cannot stress enough how adorable this little bird is.
How sweet.
He's so cute.
Aww.
And Finch is kind of geared more towards self-care than Habitica. Habitica covers all of the aspects of your life. You can make goals in Habitica for everything, where Finch is more about taking care of yourself, like drinking plenty of water and doing mindfulness and things like that. It includes mindfulness activities and grounding techniques for anxiety. And this app is great for those who are struggling with anxious feelings or anyone who wants an adorable pet that'll help you remember to be more mindful.
Nice. And, pet therapy is always fantastic. So this little guy is going to just encourage you to relax. And
he's not going to pee in the carpet.
That's great.
There is not an app for that.
We only wish our pets could, behave like that. That's awesome.
Right.
Oh, that's great. Well, Amber, so there's another app that's called Think Up. So Think Up's an app for positive affirmations and motivation. So for those of you who might not be familiar with what positive affirmations are, they're just wonderful ways that they, things that we see, those words, that are things that encourage us. Mm-hmm. So,
like I'm strong, I am powerful, I can do this, things like that. It's things that propel us forward.
Right, exactly. So it has a ton of positive affirmations on a variety of different topics, and you can even record them in your own voice and listen to them on some motivational background music playing. Fantastic, just kind of boost you up. So this is free, and a premium version and the free version allows you to record 4 affirmations and use only 1 music option. So yeah.
Right.
Nice.
And that's just on the free version. If you get the premium version, then you've got more options and stuff. But what we're covering here is the free versions of all these apps.
Yeah, because apps get really expensive.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. We want the free stuff.
So the next one is called Get Stuff Done. And this app is sassy. Like, that's all I have to say. It's sassy. This one is kind of fun, but also moderately comical way to keep track of your to-do list. It's a bit of a smart aleck, and it allows you to not only set rewards, but it also has you set punishments for yourself for not completing your tasks. So then you set a timer. So it's like, I want to complete this task, or if I don't complete it, I have to do 20 push-ups.
Wow.
Because or whatever thing I set for myself. You could also, instead of, let's say you do get it done, then you could give yourself 20 minutes of YouTube instead. For getting it done. So it gives you that ability to reward and punish yourself for it. And it also gives you the ability to set goals and sub goals similar to other task managers. One of its most valuable features is the break management feature, which allows you to set and manage your breaks. The downside is there's no pause button. So once you start a timer for one of these tasks, like getting a homework assignment done, once you start it, it runs until it's done, even if you're interrupted. So let's say you're doing a homework assignment and you get interrupted, and you've already set the timer and your reward and punishment for it, and then you get a phone call from your professor, that timer's still going to run.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I frequently hear from students who are always saying, I just can't put my phone down. I'm always getting interrupted by social media. And so this next app you've got on here that we've talked about is called Forest. It's talking about, speaking of breaks, the Forest app helps to stop the temptation of our phones, because how many times do you get a call, do you get a text message, and you get interrupted when you're studying? So the portable little dopamine dispersal device that they are, those little phones they are, in the app, when you want to focus, you plant a virtual tree. Your tree grows while you are not on your phone, and if you get on your phone before the prescribed time, the little tree dies. Aw, how sad. And I have to tell you, to kind of like sidebar this, but I was walking across campus, and they were cutting a tree down. I went into the sad mode, and I'm like, sad day, the tree is coming down. And there's like 7 people standing around. They have to hold get the tree down. But I'm like, Okay, sad day. So this makes, the tree dies. So.
Forest is happier because they actually plant trees
Right,
for
exactly.
you.
Yeah,
Like
so
real trees.
real trees.
Real trees. So
Oh,
like the ones that die in the little app are little virtual trees. And then as you
okay.
complete these times where you're not on your phone, you grow your own little virtual forest.
How
But the
exciting. Yeah.
company itself actually donates to plant real trees
Oh,
in
nice.
real life.
Nice, nice.
So
Yeah. So
it
it's your
partners
personal
with this
forest.
real organization, and
Sweet.
it's not going to lock you out of your phone. You know that using it is going to help, plant some real trees. You get this kind of visual reminder to stay off of your phone when you're not supposed to be on it. Like, this is a pretty good,
It's a good app.
app. Yeah.
It encourages. So that sadness that I went through, it's kind of like it encourages you to be, honest to yourself and say, hey, I'm going to be promoting life right to this planet.
Yes.
Because the oxygen that gets produced from the tree. And so, I love this app.
Me staying off of playing games on my phone is helping me grow trees.
Forget retail therapy. I want forest. That's awesome.
So the next one is one of my favorites, and that's Colorify.
Yeah.
If you need a couple of minutes of mindfulness in your day, how about a little app that lets you color like in a coloring book? It's got tons of images, and you can even draw your own mandalas and import your own images and color them. It has the ability to add filters and share the pictures you create on social media. Colorify is a great mindfulness tool that you can carry right with you. I just sit and color pictures sometimes, and it's not like coloring in a coloring book where there's like a whole lot of skill. It's just tap and then the whole area fills. But there's something really satisfying about that little tap and then the area fills, and then tap and then the area fills. Very, very calming.
Right. Yeah. So you're kind of talking about the effect of coloring. Tell us more about this next one, because I'm kind of intrigued by the effects of when you color. What does it do? It helps you just relax, right?
Right.
So I love what you're talking about, because I have, and I'll share just this personal story with the group, because I have a friend that I work with who works on the legislative floor. And when you talked about coloring, we think about, do adults really color?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They do all the time. So she actually colors when she steps out of the legislative sessions, and she colors. And so she'll either do adult coloring books, or she'll use the coloring apps. And so it's so cathartic to engage in those activities. So,
right.
Yeah. So what is the next app that you wanted to bring? Because I think it's just, I love these next couple apps that we're going to talk to that are bringing to the audience. So
the next one's called Calm, and it's an app for meditation and sleep. Calm is a ton of meditation resources for meditation and sleep. It's videos for like calming yoga, some stretching, some music for you to go to sleep to, and stories to go to sleep to. And many of those stories are narrated by celebrities such as Harry Styles and Matthew McConaughey. And some also has like some calming self-help videos from different self-help gurus. Like there was some on there by Jay Shetty, which I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's a former Buddhist monk who does a lot of self-help, and he's very popular in that kind of self-help genre. And he's a podcaster, and he does a lot of videos and stuff. It also has several other well-known individuals speaking on their own specialty areas, like kind of like a TED Talk, I guess, like these mini, tiny recorded TED Talks.
Absolutely.
And many of its meditations have themes such as anxiety and increasing your focus and self-care. So it's kind of like this just overall calming mindfulness app that kind of helps overall with that. Yeah.
So, I love the idea of Calm. Of course, I've never personally tried Calm, but the next app I have tried, and it's one of my faves, because, I'm a part of this community that's from positive psychology. And so I'm finishing my certification as a mindfulness meditation teacher. And so this particular app, I encourage my students a lot of times to download this app. And if you're looking for it in the Play Store, or you're looking for it on your on your iPhone. It is called the Insight Timer, and it looks like a singing bowl, if you know what a singing bowl is.
Yes.
But it is fantastic. If you're new to mindful meditation, it is fantastic. If you with an app, the nice thing about this app is most people don't get to interact with people live. With Insight Timer, you can actually interact with people live. So there's a section where you can see the live piece of it, and you can interact with people online. So there's a live version where you can go in. And so it's actually a mindful meditation app. It's got 35,000 guided meditations and by several renowned teachers, yoga and sleep videos. And so if you open up the app, it's fantastic because there's help with sleep, with breathing, there's help with work. There's anxiety courses that you can take, and you can just flip down through it, and you can interact with people all over the world. Right. So I went in about 3 days ago and sat down and I did a 20-minute meditation session, and there were people from Uganda, there were people from France, there were people from Spain, and we interacted and we talked in a live session, and it was a mindful meditation focused on happiness and just bringing happiness into our lives. And it was so exciting, and so this is it's an app that there's a paid version, a premium version, but I use the free version. So like right now, if I click on the live version, there's 771,204 people that are engaged in this app. And so it's just fantastic. So if you're looking for help in focusing, resetting, it's a fantastic app. So I would encourage you to click into this app and download it. So yeah.
Really high reviews. That's fantastic.
High reviews. So I love it. I found it. I did a 30-day challenge for myself. And like at the first of the year, they do a 30-day challenge. And it was just like a beginning 2-minuter, and in the evening, just a 2-minuter. And they just taught you through how to connect with your inner self. Super, super great. So yeah, check that one out.
So next I want to talk about an app called Happier. And Happier is like a personal digital mindfulness coach.
Sweet.
It gives you a place to observe and document your emotional states throughout the day. So it kind of keeps you not really journaling, but just kind of keeping track of how you feel at various times. And then it pairs that with inspirational quotes, meditation exercises, a little gratitude journal, and a pretty decent online community to communicate with other people that are using the app as well.
Nice. That's a good one. So I guess a next one, we deal with a lot of people who deal with stress, anxiety, and we hear about people who have those panic attacks. So this next one's called Panic Relief. So Panic Relief is an app to help navigate a panic attack.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Has a variety of short animations and tools to help you stay calm during an attack, which that sounds absolutely fantastic because here's so many people who say, I don't know what to do when I'm having that panic attack. So hitting the Panic Relief app, it uses a variety of grounding tools like breath work, relaxation exercises, and positive visualizations to help de-escalate the panic attack. So yeah, so check that Panic Relief app out today. If you're having panic attacks. So yeah.
Next one we've got is Brain FM. So if you guys know or are not aware, one of my specialty areas is working with expressive arts and creative arts and things like that. So I'm a big believer in the power of music, and the next app is called Brain FM, and it is kind of keys into that power of music. Yes. And so what it does is it has AI generated playlists that help you achieve whatever emotional state you're trying to achieve. So if you want to improve your focus, you can select focus, and it has an AI generated playlist that'll help you focus better. It has you want to fall asleep, it'll create a playlist to facilitate that and that kind. So you just indicate what kind of emotional state you want to achieve, and the app will assist you in getting there.
Nice, excellent. We've talked about a lot of ways to calm, to ground, deal with panic. one of the things I was hearing us talk about, Amber, and one of the things I think I didn't hear us talk about was taking care of our physical health.
Oh,
And
yes.
so one of the apps that I have on my phone, because it really keyed into me, was it's called Fit Coach. And I absolutely love this app. It's not a free one. That's the only bad thing. But it was only $56 for the whole year.
Wow.
And I just paid for it for the whole year. There is a free trial, but I love it because you can set up a plan and it helps you track your steps. It does strength training. It helps you log your weight. And basically what it does, they have all kinds of things that help you boost your morale. It gives you instructions as far as education. It'll give you a 7-minute routine to do in the morning or throughout the day. And it has weight loss nutrition guides. It has healthy sleep guides. It's got an ultimate mobility routine. It has information about boosting your well-being, overall well-being. It helps you track your weight loss if weight loss is a goal for you. And it helps you track if you've got a goal for how many steps you want to do for the day. And it tracks that over your calendar of time. So it helps you set up like goals that you want to do. And what I really like about it is every morning or every evening it will talk to you. So when you get up in the morning, it'll say, you've accomplished your goals for the day. Aww. So I love it because every morning when I get up, it'll say, hey, you've accomplished your goals for the day. So it just gives you that notification, which is really encouraging.
That's
or it
sweet.
says, you've got so much further to go for your goals. So it's just that kind of like little prompt that says, hey, you're working at it, keep going. And sometimes we just need that motivation to keep going and keep working on things. And it's that trainer just to boost your morale and keep you going when you know you need that help. So check that out. It's called Fit Coach. It's got it's green with the F with the I at the bottom. So that's a nice little app.
The next one is called Mind Shift, and it's a neat little app for anxiety. It has a system to track your daily anxiety and record things that are going on in your life that might be making your anxiety worse. It also has tips and guidance for different kinds of anxiety and tools to help you cope with anxiety symptoms with a goal tracker to track your progress. So it's kind of like, I think of it like an anxiety diary with tips on ways to kind of decrease your anxiety levels. It even has a community to talk to others about your anxiety symptoms when you're ready to have those kinds of conversations.
Nice. Wow.
So
excellent.
It's a good one that works well when people aren't quite ready. Maybe they're not ready for like a real in-person group or anything like that, and they just want to be able to talk to other people that are maybe going through a similar kind of anxiety symptoms.
Nice. Very good. We have a lot of people who, just in college in general, but in life deal with anxiety. So great app. Yeah,
it's really anxiety is super common these days.
Yes. Yeah. So they say, some of the statistics about 66% to 68% of college students deal with anxiety.
Wow.
So it's very high statistics. So if you're dealing with anxiety, you are not alone. So So this next app is going to roll out to you as a student here in the fall. So sometime in August, you should be hearing about this app. So be prepared if you want to get in on this. This is going to be pretty fantastic for you as a student. It's called Better You. Look for this on the Play Store. Look for it in the on your iPhone in the Apple Store. It's a little purple app. And so it's called Better You. And Better You is a it's a mental health and wellness app that lets S&T students set goals in 4 wellness categories. Those wellness categories are your physical, your social, educational, and mindfulness categories. The Better You app keeps track of your goal progress and what it's going to do, which is really, really fantastic. So listen up, students. It's going to reward you. So again, it's going to reward you. It's going to give you money or gift cards.
We're not talking virtual here.
No,
this is
real
tangible rewards coming from this app.
Yeah, it's not going to be play money just in a number card. It's going to be real stuff. So you might get minor bucks, so you can use at the bookstore, or it might be a gift card to Applebee's. This is real dollars here. So if you get your sleep goals, so say you set a goal that you want to sleep 8 hours a night because say you're struggling with sleep, and you achieve that goal, then if you do that for so many nights, you're going to get a notification from the Better You people that says, claim your reward. Maybe it's $5. And so we troubleshooted this, and guess what? I know I'm staff, and staff, if you're listening to this iPod, guess what? Or this podcast, guess what? You don't get in on this.
Yeah, we don't qualify.
But all students who's listening to this, you do. And I know it works because they trial running it, and I got the notification yesterday to claim my reward, but I don't get it, honestly. So I had to let them know that, hey, it works. So you'll get that notification that when you've met your goals, that you'll get to claim your reward. So set your goals. When you get this, all you need to do is sign into the app with your Missouri S&T email. And as you start achieving your goals, then you'll be able to log in and claim your rewards. And you'll get that by email notification when you've met those goals, that you'll be able to claim those rewards. So start racking up the goal setting, and that's going to be exciting.
Right.
Hey, I'm all in for $5 rewards and $25 rewards to Applebee's.
And getting more sleep at the same time.
More sleep. Hey, that's the well-being
Yeah.
benefit, because more sleep, better focus, better concentration, less anxiety, improved overall mental well-being. Hey,
Yeah.
cha-ching, right? Yeah.
Sounds like a win to me.
Me too.
So if you guys have any other suggestions on apps that you would like to see us, look at, promote, so on and so forth,
Give
just
reviews.
give us a review. Send us an email, or make a comment on this podcast, whatever platform you are listening to it on, and we will be able to see that and take into consideration whatever comments and stuff you've got for us. In addition, we look forward to seeing you guys this fall. We've got this app coming out and all the exciting things that are going on with it. And anything else to add, Tracy?
Stay cool out there.
Oh, man.
Today during this recording, it's 97 degrees, feels like 105 outside. Woo-hoo.
Absolutely.
Love Missouri
It's
weather.
hot.
Woo-hoo.
Well, we will see you guys next week.
Take care, miners.
For more information about mental health and wellness, contact Student Wellbeing at 204 Norwood Hall. And you can also give us a call at 573-341-4211.
The song Happy Days is brought to us by music from www.free-stock-music.com. You can also add and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook using our handle at S&T Wellbeing.